If you feel completely lost in life right now, your brain isn't breaking down, it is actually upgrading its operating system.
The system upgrade. If you feel completely lost in life right now, your brain isn't breaking down. It is actually upgrading its operating system. We have all been there. You wake up one day, and the goals that used to drive you suddenly feel empty. The path you were so certain of now looks like a dead end. Society tells you that feeling lost is a failure, a sign that you have wandered off the right track. But what if this profound sense of disorientation is not a psychological collapse, but rather a spectacular biological event? Welcome to the uncomfortable, messy, but profoundly beautiful process of neuroplasticity in action. Neuroplasticity in action. To understand what is happening inside your head, we have to talk about neuroplasticity. Modern neuroscience has proven that your brain is highly malleable, constantly rewiring itself based on your experiences. When you feel lost, you are actually standing in the gap between an old version of yourself that no longer fits and a new version that hasn't fully materialized yet. Your brain has recognized that your old operating system, your old habits and beliefs can no longer handle the complexity of your current life. So it initiates a massive system-wide update. Synaptic pruning. The first phase of this upgrade is called synaptic pruning. Think of your brain like a dense forest. Over the years, you have walked the same path so many times they became deep, comfortable trails. But when you outgrow your environment, the brain realizes these old trails are leading you nowhere. It actively weakens the neural connections tied to your outdated identity. This biological cleanup is exactly why you suddenly feel empty and unmotivated. The brain is deliberately shutting down power to the old grid to save energy. You aren't losing your mind. You are clearing space. The chaos of construction. Now, clearing space is extremely messy. Construction zones are chaotic and disorganized. This is why the transition phase feels incredibly anxious and confusing. When old neural pathways are weakened, but new ones haven't been built yet, your brain literally doesn't know which way to send its signals. You are operating in a neurological void. Your inner critic might scream that you are falling behind or fundamentally broken. But this chaos is just the dust kicked up by the renovation. The anxiety is simply your ego panicking, because it can no longer rely on familiar maps. Forging new pathways. After the pruning comes the beautiful part, forging new pathways. As you sit in this discomfort, your brain is actively searching for new data to build a more resilient network. The heavy questions you are asking yourself right now, who am I? What do I actually want? Are not signs of a crisis. These questions are the literal building blocks of your new neural architecture. By wrestling with the unknown, you force your brain to stretch and create connections for a higher level of functioning. The confusion is not the enemy. It is the forge for your new clarity. Supporting the upgrade, rest. So how do you support this upgrade instead of fighting it? The first practical step is radical acceptance and rest. When your phone or computer is installing a major update, you cannot use it. If you try to force it, the system crashes. Your brain works the exact same way. It takes an immense amount of metabolic energy to rewire neural circuits, which is why you feel so physically exhausted. Give yourself permission to do less. Sleep more. The stillness is not laziness. It is the essential quiet required for the brain's internal software to compile. Supporting the upgrade, novelty. The second practical step is to feed the new system with gentle novelties. When your brain is in this rewiring state, it is hungry for new inputs, but it is easily overwhelmed by stress. You do not need to completely change your life overnight. Instead, introduce small, low-stakes changes. Read a book on a subject you know nothing about. Walk a different route. Listen to a completely new genre of music. These tiny novelties act like sparks, encouraging your neurons to form new synapses. You are gently showing your brain that the unknown is a playground of fresh possibilities. The upgraded mind. Eventually, the fog will lift, the construction dust will settle, and the new neural pathways will solidify. When they do, you will emerge as a more evolved, deeply grounded version of yourself. You will discover a renewed sense of purpose that feels undeniably authentic. So if you are sitting there right now, feeling completely unmoored and lost, take a deep breath. Honor the process. Trust the biology of your own mind. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are simply upgrading. Let the system update finish and get ready for the extraordinary clarity waiting on the other side. The inspirations are yours. Subscribe, like, and watch all the video in this channel.